Dragon Ball Sparking Zero releases on October 11th, 2024, and in the newest Sword vs. Fist trailer, we got a ton of new details for the game, and in this video, we're going to break all of them down. First up is that though there were 12 characters shown in the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Sword vs. Fist trailer, there were actually 10 characters that are considered brand new, with one slight exception. But those 10 characters are Goku Super Ultra Instinct Saiyan, Super Vegito, Yajirobe, Dabura, Spopovich, Goku Black Super Saiyan Rose, Future Trunks, Ribrianne, Roasie, and Anilaza. Now, when it comes down to those 10 characters, the one that's the slight exception is Future Trunks, and the reason is because we already have gameplay of that character all over the internet now, due to people being able to playtest the game in Japan, as well as people who were fortunate enough to play the demo at Summer Game Fest. So again, we've already known that Future Trunks was in the game, but for the roster, he's now officially confirmed. Though this character was revealed in the announcement trailer, we finally got to see some actual gameplay of Jiren in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And we also got to see one of his Blast 2 moves as well. And the move seems to be none other than Power Rush. And we know it's Power Rush because you can physically see him swinging his arms. But if it was the Ki variant, where his arms are to the side, and it seems like his punches are so fast that you can't see them, then that would have been Infinity Rush. But because of the fact that we can actually see the attacks, then we know for a fact that the move is Power Rush. We also get to see Super Vegito in action. I know a lot of people wanted to see Super Vegito because in the Fused Warriors trailer, we got to see Base Vegito and Vegito Blue, but not Super Vegito. But we finally get to see him in the newest Sword vs. Fist trailer. But we also get to see one of his Blast 2 moves as well, and that move is none other than Beam Sword Slash. This does make a return from Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. So it's nice knowing that Vegito is retaining something from his old moveset from Tenkaichi 3. And before the Super Vegito and Jiren section ends, we also get to see Jiren use another Blast 2 move, and that move seems to be none other than Power Impact. This is one of his trademark moves that he used a lot in the Tournament of Power, so it makes complete sense that it will make an appearance in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. For the first time ever in a console Dragon Ball game, Roasie makes her debut in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. This character is absolutely not in any other console Dragon Ball game. She's not in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, she's not in Dragon Ball FighterZ, she's not in Dragon Ball The Breakers, she's not in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and she's not even in Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. So this is her first appearance in a console Dragon Ball game. Not only that, one detail we see with Roasie is that she does have the flying kick technique, but her flying kick technique aren't kicks, but they're punches instead, which makes sense because out of the trio, she's the one that focuses heavily on punches. So it's cool that they added this little detail to Rosie's moveset. You guys know me, I absolutely cannot stand this character, but putting my personal feelings aside, we do get to see Ribrianne as well, and we also get to see her use her Ultimate Blast move, and that move is none other than Fist of Love. It's a move where she uses Gigantification and then slams down on the opponent with a gigantic fist. So again, I don't like the character, but she's in the game and we do get to see a bit of what she's capable of. We've actually seen a lot of gameplay of Future Trunks in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, but there is one thing we actually didn't get to see, and that is his Ultimate Blast. Now, I'm not necessarily sure of the name of this move, but it seems to be Shining Slash. And I'm not talking about the Shining Slash that was in Dragon Ball FighterZ, I'm talking about the Shining Slash move where he lunges towards the opponent and slashes them with a horizontal slash. That's what it seems to be. But even though we don't know the name as of right now, the demo will actually be available at Anime Expo. So people will be able to get their hands on it, play as the character, and once that happens, then we'll actually get the official name of the move. But as of right now, it does seem like it is Shining Slash. Yajirobe makes a return from Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and we do get to see his Ultimate Blast, and that move is none other than Miracle Ka-Blam Slash. And we know it's Miracle Ka-Blam Slash because it's the only move in his arsenal that has him swing his sword more than twice. because in Tenkaichi 3, he has a projectile-based move called Ka-Blam Slicer, which he just swings his sword once forward and it shoots out like a sword beam towards the opponent. And then he has a rush-in move called Flash and Kill, which he swings his sword at the opponent, but only twice. But for Miracle Ka-Blam Slash, he swings at the opponent multiple times. It does seem slightly different than how it was in Tenkaichi 3, but I'm fairly confident that this move in Sparking Zero is Miracle Ka-Blam Slash. Also making a return from Tenkaichi 3, we get to see Spopovich in action as well, and we also get to see one of his Blast 2 moves, and that move is none other than Mad Banquet. And we know it's Mad Banquet because it's the only move in his moveset that has him do an upward kick. It's the only one. All the other moves do not have him kicking upward at all. So again, a move returning from Tenkaichi 3 along with the character is all well and good in my book. The final character returning from Tenkaichi 3 in this trailer is none other than Dabura. And sure enough, we do get to see Dabura's ultimate blast as well. And it's none other than the Darkness Sword Attack. And we know it's that move because in Tenkaichi 3, his Blast 2 moves were both projectiles. They were Evil Impulse and Evil Flame. So of course, seeing him swinging his sword is a surefire sign that it's Darkness Sword Attack. However, we do know that in Sparking Zero, they have been updating older characters by giving them new moves, and we've seen that with Super Saiyan 2 Adult Gohan. So there is a chance that they could change up his Blast 2 moves as well. But for this particular move, we know for sure that it's Darkness Sword Attack. When I saw this character, I lost my mind. But Anilaza from the Tournament of Power is in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. This is actually Anilaza's second console Dragon Ball game appearance, because the first one was Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. But just knowing that he's in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero has me extremely excited because one, he's a character that I've actually wanted to see in this game, and two, he's actually the second playable giant character as well. So knowing that he's in this game still has me losing my mind. In the Sword vs. Fist trailer, we do get to see some of Anilaza's moves as well, one of which is a Blast 2 move called Subspace Punch. And it's a move very similar to Janemba's ultimate blast move in Tenkaichi 3 Illusion Smash, where they'll rush at the opponent and then afterwards they'll punch into a portal, and then that portal will appear right at the opponent and connect the punch. And then we also get to see his ultimate blast as well, and that move is none other than Full Power Energy Ball. However, I kind of hope that they change the name, because Full Power Energy Ball is just a bit too generic of a name. So here's hoping that in Sparking Zero, they rename the move. But apart from that though, we at least get to see a bit of Anilaza in action. After a long wait, Goku Super Ultra Instinct Sign is finally revealed. And I gotta admit, this character is looking clean, man. Not only that, we do get to see one of his moves as well. It seems to be his Blast 2 move, and that move is none other than Autonomous Fist. It's the move where he fires off a rapid amount of punches towards the opponent. But unfortunately, we don't get to see the full execution of the move. So I don't know if he's gonna end it with Soaring Fist or not, but I'm still happy to see Autonomous Fist in this game. Super Saiyan Roasie Goku Black is also revealed, and when I tell you guys I was so excited to see this character, that is a complete understatement, because again, this is his first appearance in the Tenkaichi series. Plus, we do get to see one of his moves as well. It seems to be a Blast 2 move, and the move is none other than Violent Fierce God Slicer. For those of you guys who play Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, you'll know this move as Divine Lasso. And we all know how cool that move is in any game that it's in. So seeing it in Sparking Zero has me hyped. Near the end of the Sword vs. Fist trailer, we get a final glimpse of all the characters that were shown in the trailer, some of which are using moves, and 3 of those moves actually stood out to me. So I noticed Roasie using one of her moves called Yachina Fist, and it's a move where Roasie punches very rapidly in front of her, forming ki blasts from the speed of her punches, and then afterwards she's able to fire off those ki blasts towards the opponent. The next move is Goku Black Super Saiyan Roasie using the Sickle of Sorrow, but in the trailer we only get to see him pull out the scythe and slash Goku once, but we don't know if the work of the gods will follow up afterwards. And if you guys don't know, the work of the gods is the portal that forms that allows him to bring out the clones of himself and then be able to attack the opponent. So again, we don't know if that's going to be in the game or not, because we only got to see a fraction of that move in the trailer. And the final move is from Goku Super Ultra Instinct Sign, and he's using Unpolished Instinct. And the good thing about this move is that even though in the trailer we only get to see a few frames of this particular part of it, for Unpolished Instinct, they actually did include the section of him using Sign of Awakening as well. So in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, we get the complete combo of the move, because there are some games where they have those moves separated. So it's nice knowing that in this game, it's just one complete attack. One quick thing to note is that we got the confirmation of a brand new stage, and that stage is none other than the Tournament of Power Arena. However, one good thing about this stage in comparison to other Dragon Ball games is that this version of the Tournament of Power Arena is interactive. And what I mean by that is it's not just the version of the stage where it's the beginning of the Tournament of Power and everything is in pristine condition. We get the semi-destructive version of the stage where there's like rocks all over the place and you can knock opponents into those rocks. So it's nice knowing that this stage is interactive. And finally, at the very end of the trailer, we got to see all of the new characters added to the roster, which brings the roster officially to 100 out of 164 characters revealed for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. But I do want to emphasize that these are characters that are officially confirmed, because we do know way more than 100 characters that are going to be in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, because we had characters that were shown in the release date trailer, as well as characters that were shown from all the coverage that we've gotten from this month of June alone. Characters such as Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan, Chaozu, Dr. Gero, and recently Great Saiyaman. And those are only a few of the characters. So again, we know of more than 100 characters that are confirmed, but in terms of the official confirmation, the official count currently is at 100 out of 164. But that's every detail I was able to pick up on from the newest Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Sword vs. Fist trailer. But I'm pretty sure that there are some details that I might have missed that you guys might have picked up on. So if there are some details that you guys picked up on that I might have missed out on, or anything else that you guys may have noticed, then definitely let me know in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.